Well, it's that time of year again in the high country. Snow's melting off, lakes are all thawing out, and the fish are hungry. So the boys and I decided to take a little trip. We're gonna head up into the hills looking for gold. I guess that makes us prospectors in a way. Golden trout prospectors, that is. Ugh, the hike. I've always hated this part. It's the only way to get there, though. And at least you get to see some beautiful scenery along the way. But man, it's tough. This time around we got lucky, though. We weren't swatting off hordes of mosquitoes and horseflies and gnats. It was pretty early in the season, so we were able to avoid all of that. Mile after mile, we trudged on, heads down, marching forward. This is about the point when the fatigue really started setting in. We were exhausted. But lo and behold, we finally made it. And we were exhausted. We were beat. It was the end of the road for us, and we were ready for it.
Here we are, boys. Lake. Not a moment too soon.
Surprisingly enough, it was hard to get to sleep that night. Well, we were anticipating what was coming in the morning. Can you blame us? Rise and shine. Bright and early, too. We didn't even bother to eat breakfast. We just grabbed our rods and left. Drew was up first. Drew had yet to catch a big golden, and we were going to make that happen for him this morning.
Did he go after it? Oh, the big one? Oh. Oh, that's a good.
Look at that smile. Priceless.
Oh, he's got a weird.
It's nothing like catching your first big golden. Nothing.
He is really battle scarred too. Look at him. Going up into this creek here.
We ended up making our way around the lake, just picking off fish after fish.
He ate it too. Oh, nice. Beautiful. All right, let him go.
I ended up catching a few nice ones myself. We all caught good fish that day.
2 in a row.
Nice, back to back.
Matt caught a few nice ones. We literally wolfed our food down that night. We were starving, and we earned it.
It's a little hot right now, though.
The next morning, we were on the move looking for new water. We were going to check out this lake around the corner we were looking at on the map. This was really rugged and wild country. We ended up making our way up to the head of the lake, and that's where we found the fish. The only problem was they were tough to catch. Finally, I started tying into fish. And it didn't go unnoticed either. Drew had a goal to catch a golden on the fly, and we had a goal to make that happen for him. Cast after cast, finally he got one to rise, and a decent one too. Even after Drew got this fish in, it gave him a hard time. That's what it's all about right there. We were actually lucky enough to get to see these fish spawn. It was incredible to see these fish all stacked up in the creeks. They were just everywhere. One particularly amazing thing to watch was how aggressive the males were toward each other. They were just going at each other. They were tearing each other apart in the creeks and the lakes. The fight to survive is not an easy one in this place. Life is tough above 10,000 feet. Well, our time in the mountains has officially come to an end. As always, it was a pleasure and a privilege to be up here in this wild, beautiful country. We got to see things and do things that very few people ever get a chance to experience. And all our hard work rewarded with memories that last us the rest of our lives. We're brothers, and this is what we love to do. And we will be back again. We're prospectors.